with another DJ BrewTube beer review. It is time, that's right, for me to drink a beer. Why is that? Because it was a really long freaking week and an even longer day where I had to deal with crap all day long. That means we need to self-medicate and have a little bit of beer, maybe a little bit of hoppiness factor in our life. And where are we going to go to acquire said hoppiness factor to pour down our necks? We're going to go to Boston Beer Company out of Boston, Massachusetts, US of A. Yay, yay. And what beer are we going to have from them? We're going to have their Samuel Adams New England IPA. As the name suggests, this is a New England IPA. It's a rotating serving currently, but if it's awesome, they might keep it like around a lot. Anyways, it clocks in at 6.8% ABV and 35 IBUs. 4 hops in this beer because it's supposed to be all about that since it's a New England style IPA. They're using Galaxy, Simcoe, Mosaic, Citra, and Cascade. Well, I like Cascade. There might be some nice dankness in there and some fruit flavors and juiciness and stuff. In fact, on the front of the can, they say it's supposed to be juicy and hazy because it's a New England IPA, that is. And, oh, we have to talk about malt, too. They're using two-row, the Sam Adams two-row, that is. White wheat and oats. That's it. So, you know what? Enough flapping my gums. Time to crack the top on this can, get it in my oversized sniff hair and tell you what's up with Samuel Adams New England IPA. Now, as you can see, stage right, I've drank some of the really good ones out there. Let's see how nice and juicy coming off the can here. The Sam Adams variant. And it says it was, you know, created in New England and all that good stuff on the front of the can here. Let's see how the Sam Adams variant stacks up to the others in its neighborhood. Let's check about the appearance. It is a hazy orange color, pretty much just like the can. They got that spot on. And that's it. No lights coming through it. I can't see my hand or a shadow of my hand through the beer, so it's fully opaque, hazy orange. We've got a solid finger and a half of super tightly packed, just into eggshell colored bubbles. When I swirl it, we're going to get some nice glass lacing on this. And you know what? We're actually getting some nice alcohol. Excuse me, alcohol legs as well. We're almost 7%. That's not a surprise, but look at that. That's a gorgeous New England IPA variant in the glass. But you know what? Being the type of beer that it is, it better smell good too. So let's dive in for the aroma. Big, pithy citrus, pine, nice hit of dankness, some mango, lots of tropical fruits, man. A little bit of like a melony sort of aroma. Some peach. Smells quite juicy, has a good sweetness factor to it, but there's a nice resinous dank tone coming up from underneath of it. Smells pretty freaking delicious. Not a hint of, what, alcohol in the aroma. So that means it's time to pour it down my neck. Let's dive in and see what it tastes like. Cheers! Yum. Awesome glass lacing, like I suspected. You know what? That's pretty darn well done. I wasn't knowing what I was going to expect from Sam Adams, because sometimes when you see they're saying, oh, I'm New England IPA, or I'm this variant of beer, or that variant, it's done well, but it's done super safe. This is fairly safe, but it is tasty and competently done. It's got a nice bit of sweetness. This is a danker side. It does have juiciness to it, but to me, this is coming off as a danker side IPA. Let me take another drink here. Lots of citrus pith, lots of citrus zest, pine, herbaceousness, a little bit of crackery taste in the back of the palate. That's not my favorite thing, but it could use to be more juicy. They're saying right on the front of the can, hazy and juicy. It definitely is hazy. They got that covered. It is juicy, but it could be more juicy, especially when you got to go up against competition like you see staged right here and many others on the market these days. Not a bad beer, not a mind blower, crushable. The 6.8% is completely hidden. It shows its bitterness a little more than what a typical juicy sort of juice bomb New England IPA would. But that said, it drinks nice, and it has a nice dankness to it that I do like. I guess that's coming from the Cascade, probably. As I drink it, that crackeriness that I tasted there in the first couple sips, that's gone. Sometimes I get that off these, basically these are hopped up wheat beers when you get into it. But tasty brew just the same. Time to grade it so I can finish crushing this can because I've earned it. So, at time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this beer a grade of 3.87 out of 5. So, I guess that's their high B+, maybe A- range. And Untapped is giving this 3.73 caps. which I guess for those guys that would probably be about the same, high B plus, A minus. Let me take another taste here. As IPAs go, it's tasty. It's done really safe. It could be better. It could be more juice forward. The sweetness that you get out of the really juice forward beers, like Julius here, is not there in this beer. And I took another drink there, and that crackeriness is coming back. That's detracting from me. I think I'm going to go high B plus myself. I'm going to go like 89, you know, almost A minus, 90, somewhere in that range. It's good. If it was a hot day, I might give it an A minus, but I'm giving it a high B plus today. Tasty beer, inexpensive beer. This is like $1.79, $1.99, I think, for this can, something like that. 12 packs are cheap. Good beer for what it is. Could be better. I think that if they change up the hop regimen maybe a little bit and knock back that sort of crackery wheat taste, it would be a better beer. So, that's my opinion. Have you had Samuel Adams New England IPA? I'm giving it a B+. If you've had it, let me know what you know, because I like to quit pro back and forth. Oh, I'm knocking cans over today. That means I need more beer. Also, I really like it when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. How? Boston Beer Company, a.k.a. Sam Adams, helped start the game. Also, if you could do me a big favor and consider, I don't know, maybe rating, commenting, subscribing, and if you can get around to it, give that like button a big ass smash! That, along with probably 2 pounders of this, would definitely put my big ass happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell bunch of Samuel Adams New England IPA drinking love for you, and you know what's coming. That's right, a big ass pizza!